Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. I mean, what can I say? The runs have been very easy lately. This one, a little spooky. Damage is low, everything else is okay. BXOX 3Q8A. The only danger is we have no idea how much HP we have. So if we can make it through this fight without taking damage, get HP from this champion, this miniature boss, I would feel a whole heck of a lot better about the way our run is. Okay, well, you know, it is what it is. The thing is, you don't start with 0 HP. So unless we get hit by a champion, nothing could... Well, I guess literally there's that special champion that could mess things up, but... Let's try it. Okay, we obviously... You know what? That's amazing. We have 2 red heart containers. I never... thought we'd have to engage in something like that, but yeah, there we go. We have figured out how many red heart containers we have at the very least. We may have some brimstone, or sorry, some spirit heart containers, brimstone, to go along with that, but there we go. Now we're good to go. Scatter bombs. Well, let's see. We don't, so I think we have 2 red heart containers, full stop. Very interesting. Rarely, goodbye, my friend, does it become... Ooh, right, don't forget about that. Does it become that, well, possible, really, to figure out how much HP you have on a run where you start with Curse of the Unknown, but, in this case, we lucked out a little bit. Please do a mega jump, thank you. You will be destroyed thusly. Your ashes will scatter to the earth, you will be no more. You didn't get hit by the tiny explosions? Extreme doubted voice. Doubt it. Okay, if you just keep jumping up and down. This is a dream come true. Monstro 2 has always been gameable. Monstro 1 always been resistant to the game. Here we go. HP plus luck upgrade. And we're done with what I would say has been a pretty successful first floor. No curses, please? Like, definitely no curses? No curses, okay. Absolutely no complaints. I am scared. Like, nothing on this run is killing it right now. Although I will say, you know, the Book of the Dead can be a very fun item. It can be extremely powerful. I think it's like it's a B-tier book. It's not quite Satanic Bible level in my opinion, but people may disagree. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this actually, for a lot of people, constitutes a better book than Book of Belial. You know, I mean, the orbital action that we have on the second floor is ridiculous. We got like a little bit of each consumable, not enough to write home about, but enough to be like reasonably happy with. We can at least access all the rooms we want to access on this floor. Can you just like... Oh, do you see that? The student has become the master. I'm willing to give this a try right off the bat. And honestly, our bombs and scatter bombs should destroy. If they actually hit. Like, that's a pretty decent one. Lucky me. 2 bombs, I'll do another one. Beauty. Alright, grab this. You're not supposed to get pennies from poop there. Not very frequently. Now, this is a tough call. This is one I gotta think about a little bit, to be honest. Because I think both of these are not very good. But I have so much HP. Don't I want to invest in getting deals with the devil in the future? I think I do. I don't know, man. I mean, we could also go back and take my shadow. If we want. Well, now we can't, but... the problem is that my shadow is, like, really... almost exclusively useless. If we got, like, IV bag, we might consider that it's better, but... I don't know, man. For now, blank card. I'm very sorry to tell you, Book of the Dead. I think we're better off with this right now. Can't do anything with it just yet, but if we get the opportunity, I mean, we'll probably spend a key, go to the shop, and try to buy really any card. And this is not meant as an insult to Book of the Dead, which is wonderful, but I think we've reached that point, don't you? That, you know, the booster pack came out. We've been playing it for a while. I don't think the Book of the Dead is a snap keep anymore just because of the fact that it's new. It's good! But, I mean, Blank Card, dude. Blank Card is the hot stepper. It's the lyrical gangster. Forgotten song from 98. Still loving like that. Please. Please! I'm gonna be real cheesed. I know I said please, but now I'm saying cheesed. Be real cheesed if we don't find an opportunity to improve our damage. 2.67 damage is the only thing giving me even the slightest degree of pause right now. Were it not for the fact that our damage is low, I'd be looking at our HP, I'd be looking at our utility item, I'd be looking at our money, and I'd be like, you know what, we're in an amazing spot. Instead, feeling a little bit under the gun. We started with Steam Sale, huh? Okay. Worth it? Probably worth it, but I have to invest some money in some rerolls, so let's... It's not what we're looking for. That's a little bit better, but sure. Okay, once every 4 rooms will kill everything on the room. We got restock, we got some HP. Once every 4 rooms are going to be great. The other 3 rooms are probably going to be a little bit subpar. But at least we're looking fresh. Oh, okay, so that's... Now, I don't know if this is better or worse, because, like, temporarily life is going to be a little bit harder, but long-term, Blank Card Yera is way too good to pass up. You know what the idea is? Maybe we can use Blank Card Yera to create, like, a bunch of bombs on one floor, and then we can use those bombs until our damage comes back up. That's how you use your noggin if you're trying to get a triple-digit streak. I am upset with myself. Anyway, plus, I mean, let's not focus on the negative here. I mean, we do have Brother Bobby. How much damage is Brother Bobby worth? Probably like 0.25, I think is a reasonable assessment of Brother Bobby's relative usefulness. Not trying to slander the poor guy, I'm just saying, you know, it's not a run changer. Really exists to give us some value and then hopefully be thrown to the trash. Yeah, just use it immediately. When we get Sacrificial Altar, hopefully later. So I'm going to use that room as an opportunity. I never do this. This is how you know I'm turning over a new leaf. New month, new me. It's probably August by the time this video... I don't know. It's not August as of the time that I'm recording this, but it might be August by the time this video comes out. I'm playing Isaac in a much smarter way. I'm hoping. We can use a Yera rune, sacrifice 1 floor of due diligence, use the Yera rune to create like a bunch of every consumable, and then you're great for the rest of the game. At least in terms of your utility stuff. So it's going to be a little tedious, but in the end, like, this should be worth a lot more than getting the Necronomicon once every few rooms. I definitely do want to do that. I definitely do want to do that. I'm just thinking, because, like, I don't want to... Hopefully our item room gives us something that makes us feel confident in going to that room without taking red heart damage, which would squander a little bit of a fairly plausible deal with the devil chance, even if it's not the most likely outcome for the way our future is looking, but... No. Ugh. Well, I still think you give it a try. And this, in the end, is probably a better room to have Yered, but because we already committed to starting on the other side, we're just gonna treat it as is. I'm gonna try to kill this guy while I stand right here, because I think that Obsessed Fan will kill an enemy. Please. Not even close. We'll see what they drop at the end of this room. Maybe it will be worth Yerang. I mean, there's a nickel in here already. We get no bombs out of it, though. But bombs are, like, real precious. You gotta. The fact that you get 6 keys out of it. Now, we could double this room, probably. How many? We're getting 4, and we're... Yeah, I think we have to double that room. Okay, so it comes back to... Again, this is gonna be a little bit annoying if you're watching this. But I promise you, the only reason it's really annoying is because of how long it takes us to kill these enemies with our terrible damage stat. If we're able to kill them a little bit faster, this won't be as much of an issue. But this will hopefully put us in a good spot on bombs. You know, if one of those golden chests has an item, all of the golden chests spawned from it, I'm pretty sure we'll have an item. It's a lot of power. Good, 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 good. This one is, I'm far from upset. You might think that, you know, you've been watching me play. One of my pet peeves for certain is when, you know, we have these runs where we get no, okay, that's fine. We have these runs where we get no damage. It's real frustrating. No word of a lie. I think we want, check this, Ace of Clubs. Grab this. We do probably want to grab BFF as well, but we'll get the money first. It's frustrating to have 2.67 damage. I mean, we're going slower than we'd like to go. But this one, unlike most of the runs where we've had this same situation recently, this one has given us every available ability to get out of that miasma as soon as possible. You know, blank card Yera means with a little bit of elbow grease, we can work ourselves out of this situation. So we can buy one more battery charge. I really think there's no reason not to. The expected value on using one of these battery charges right now is we're going to get like, the next one, we're going to get like 20 keys, maybe 15 cents before we even open the golden chest that it's going to generate for us. So if I'm being maybe optimistic but not unrealistic, I think we might be able to get to 99 cents on this room just via this charge. So this could solve a lot of problems for us. Alright, so let's start. We just want to clear things out before we start to open any of these. Just a little bit. Oh, all of these need to be bombed, which is kind of hilarious, but let's start. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, if they're going to give me the same thing, then each one of these is worth 2 cents at least. Okay. Infinite bombs as well. Alrighty. Do want to pick up as many of these as we can. You don't really need to bomb the other one open. It's a little bit too much due diligence, to be honest. It's another 20-something, 30. There we go, 99 cents. I was not joking when I said that that was what was likely to happen. Now, I also think that I'm an idiot, and I stupidly didn't realize that, oh, we don't really want that, but if I just buy the battery charge, then we kind of infinitely get whatever we want here. As long as there's money on the ground. But I'm not going to worry about just yet, because I think, again, just being able to, oh, my Lanta? Now I'm confused. We got too much. It's too much stuff going on here. Yeah. No, I definitely do not want an Ace of Clubs. What's our other one? The Hierophant. Oh my lord. I mean, we don't need to double any of these anymore. This is why Blank Cardiera, by the way, is a joke. Like, it's too good, which is great, but also, like, created a situation where we took a lot of the tension away. Now, it did take a couple floors to get there, but alright, let me out. Again, we could get infinite money, but we can pretty much get infinite money out of any shop. Now, Brother Bobby might be like our best damage dealer, embarrassingly enough. We do need to find a way in order to up our damage still to this day. We got a 40% deal with the Devil Chance. That's an improvement. We had 33 when we came into the floor. We have 99 bombs, so we can actually go a long time, I think, without needing to grab damage. But of course, the faster we grab it, the better. Grab us. Grab us. Don't do it. That was a dirty trick. Just because I don't know the patterns doesn't mean you're allowed to hurt me like that. Alright, well, I mean, we spent 6 minutes on that floor doing our due diligence, making a concerted effort to improve things, and here we are. Let's move along. I also see our 99 cent opportunity on this floor, which, I mean, with restock, you have to take advantage of it. At least until we reach, like, a comical level of overpowered. Like, I really thought that would be a, you know, a blood bank sort of situation, but, you know what? Let's blow this guy up first. Now we're talking. Still able to get, like, a lot of money out of it. Until we hit the point where we're like, you know, you hit a certain laziness when you get so strong on a run. You just want to finish it because at some point you already have unlimited power. So if they go, hey, do you want more power? You're like, you can't give me more power. You can make me more powerful, but that, you know, lowers the time that I spend on a room from half a second to 0.48 seconds. Like, it's not worth that much. I just realized as well, I think we're going to stick with Vibrant Bulb. On rooms where we're not Yeraing, it is like it's a stats up, which is worth a lot right now. Hopefully it's not worth a lot forever, though. And I am being an idiot. We should use bombs even when we don't think we need to use bombs. Because, like, all we need to do is Yera twice on the ceiling if you want me. And most enemies are just going to be destroyed, like... Or we're going to get enough bombs, I should say, to have effectively close to unlimited bombs, is my expectation. So, you know, if we're going to have a run that's a little bit on the negative side, with respect to our stats, I'm happy with where we're at. I don't think we got too screwed over here. Thank God we got blank card. I'm trying to think of, like, what fortuitous circumstances in our life led us to blank card. Because were it not for that... I mean, we were on 0 bombs, 2-point-something damage. We would have gotten the deal with the devil anyway, probably. That would have given us lump of coal like we already have. We would be in a tight spot. We might be in train wreck run territory, except without the added defensive ability to never lose, you know? So I think we're happy with where we're standing right now. I mean, I don't know how many different ways I can restate it. I'm just... Here's the thing, is like my brain is like, it's not quite at Unchained Melody status right now. I would love to talk to you about the fact that, you know, despite having not seen Mission Impossible Fallout yet, it looks really good, but at the same time, how long can Tom Cruise keep doing his stunts? Because eventually, like, he's in great shape for a man of his age, and he's not even old. He's just old for an action star. You know? Like, he's a middle-aged action star. It's not like a Liam Neeson situation where, again, not to be rude to Mr. Neeson, who is, of course, an alpha male, simultaneously, though, he's like 68 years old. Like, to see him doing stunts in these Taken movies is a little bit... It stretches the bounds of realism at this point. I don't like old guy action movies. Just being sincere, you know, I have no interest in seeing The Equalizer. I got no interest in seeing Taken 1 through 3. I've seen Taken 1. I don't like it. I get it. I don't like it, though. But I can't get there yet because, as much as I'm trying to, at the same time, still a little bit underpowered. It doesn't make me that much more excited to pick up Kidney Stone here, but we're gonna do so anyway. Nah. Okay, take me out of this floor. It's like the what's the opposite of a train wreck? I think it would be like a bus ride. We know we're gonna get there, we're probably gonna get there safely, but simultaneously, like, just lacking any excitement whatsoever. You on an airplane ride, at least there's turbulence, you know? You might get a little fear of death knocked into you at some point. On a bus ride, who knows, man? It's just boring. I will say, though, buses are the only form of mass transit. Absolutely. Buses are the only form of mass transit that I can actually fall asleep on. Probably on a train as well, but we don't have that great of a train system in North America. I wish that we did, but we don't. But on buses, I can fall asleep. Airplanes? Nah. It's not necessarily a good thing, though, because what I said is on buses I can fall asleep. What I meant is, on buses, I almost can't not fall asleep. Like, for some reason, just the motion of the bus and, like, the light vibration of the engine is just enough to send me off to dreamland. Whereas on an airplane, it can kind of get there sometimes, but then every once in a while, there's like a bing, boom. Somebody wakes up the whole airplane because they want a, you know, another half can of Diet Coke. Come on. Not that I can sleep anyway on the airplane, I'm just saying. One day, to have that level of self-confidence, I'll admit to you, I have never hit, to the best of my memory at least, I've never hit the call attendant button on a flight. I know you can, and I know it's... I don't think it's frowned upon to do it, but personally, I've never done it, because it just feels like... It's like, it's too brazen. To tell the whole airplane that you want something is just... I would die a little bit inside, I think, if I pressed the button. Like, that would be... That's my version of the television program known as Jackass. You're like... This is the using a button for its intended purpose prank. You know, it's different, because, like, in restaurants, sometimes, you ever see the restaurant has a button, you hit the button, and it goes bing boom, and then it tells the kitchen or the server that, you know, table 7 wants something, and then you come over. It's different, because in a restaurant, you know, people aren't trying to sleep. And there's not 500 people that have their, you know, naps interrupted by it. It's my ideal system. And this is one that I've been talking about it for years. And I really thought, you know, we're in the latter half of 2018. I would have thought that it would have happened in a more widespread capacity by now. I want every restaurant to have the bing boom button. You press it, someone comes to your table and says, hey, you press the bing boom button, what do you want? And you'll be like, can I get a refill on this drink? And then they'll be like, sure. It's so efficient. You spend no wasted time waiting for the server to come to your table naturally and ask you for something. The server spends no wasted time walking around the tables that are all happy and don't need anything. Instead, he or she can focus on, you know, serving people who press the button. You know, it's much more efficient. And, I don't know about you guys, but I will, in a restaurant, I'll go, excuse me, but you gotta wait for, like, the right like, whenever you have the situation where you're like, oh, did she forget to give me a fork? You gotta not eat and then, like, hold your head up like a mongoose and be like, is my server coming back? You know, you can't focus on the conversation because I gotta catch them, and I don't really want to yell at them and be like, excuse me. You know, I want to wait till they walk by the table, then I'll hold out my hand and be like, excuse me. You don't want to be overly aggressive is all I'm trying to say. Dude, an actual damage upgrade. Thank you so much. That's why the button solves a lot of problems. You don't end up, oh, I hit Q by accident when I was stretching and adjusting my microphone. Okay, now this is a real run. Yeah, just run into the enemy that explodes when he dies. No big. Hey, you know what? I would prefer to have Yera for survivability, but I cannot tell a lie. It is not bad for us to have Black Rune either. Anyway, let's focus a little bit. We took a lot of damage on the back half there. It should be a situation where the run is, wow, that's bad. Where the run is unlosable. Remember, without Yera, there's no reason to, like, save a Spirit Heart or anything like that. But on a room like this, I mean, you want to give them some cash. And you want to buy Spirit Hearts, I think, just to keep yourself alive. Mega is actually, or Mama Mega is great. And it also gives us a statistical increase. But we don't get to get the statistical increase, actually. I thought we were going to be able to use Black Rune on it. I don't think it'll work on just the pedestal, though. This is just money, right? Yeah, just a lot of money. We got Map and Compass. Trinket Smelter. It'd be a great name for, like, a Austrian or Prussian cartographer, right? Dr. Map and Compass? Think about it. You get it? Because he uses... Okay, you get it. That's fine. I just didn't want... I wanted to make sure it didn't go over your head is the thing. Yes. No. We can buy actives and not feel bad about them. But I think we're pretty much ready to go. Blank card, Black Rune. Pretty nice statistical improvement. HP's looking wonderful. Take Parasitoid Tears, no questions asked. But we will get boss room access. Should we desire boss room access? Boss trap room, I should say. Boss rush room, I should say. And we can use this to teleport out. Dare I say, we may have hit that event horizon where we can actually escape. Get the guppy item and maybe make it to the... Every time. I do it actually literally every time. When I have Mama Mega. I'm like, ooh, deal with the devil, and then we'll go to the boss. Oh well. Life goes on. Alright, take me back out here and save your scissors. A Charmed Vis appears. And we got Yera back after all that. To be honest with you, though, like, our consumables are in such a nice spot. Our HP's in a beautiful area. I don't really... Oops. One of our 52 keys got lost there. Oh, no. I don't really feel the need to go for that. I think I'd rather keep Black Rune and try to turn bad items into statistical improvements that would make my life better. Here you go. Get Kidney Stone charge. Kidney Stone is a good item if you don't use tears to do most of your damage. That's what I'll say about it. I'm trying, new year, new me, trying to be less caustic. See, it's a way to say toxic without lumping myself into the people who deliberately get banned from online games for saying racial slurs, and then when they get sad about it, they frame it as a political statement. Instead, what it is, you know, I could be more outwardly nice. So I'm going to start by being nice to inanimate objects in the Binding of Isaac, and if I can keep that up on the regular, then maybe I can later stretch that out to encompass human beings as well. We're training in the simulator at first. So Kidney Stone is largely kind of bad, but if we're using Sack Dagger to deal most of our damage, then maybe we can just use it, hold it down until we get a charge. Oh, my mistake. Then unleash it. And I think the unleash is where things get, like, very, very good. I could really use a Tears upgrade, though. I don't know what killed you. I think it was Lost Protector. Take this, get closer to Spun. Take me down to the next floor. 6.68. Damage is good, rate of fire is okay. I don't know, I have some kind of, like, dysfunction. Where I'm looking at this run, and I've got unlimited power, but in my brain, I'm like, we're underpowered. Use Sack Dagger for everything. I need a mod, and when I say this, I know you can make it so easily, but I don't actually want it. You know, the first step to getting help is admitting you have a problem, but I'm not ready to do that. I want a mod, excuse me, that removes all orbitals from the game. So all temptation is removed from me personally. That way, you know, if I have bad damage, tough luck. You just accept that you got bad damage. You don't go and say, hey, well, we have a cube of meat, so we'll just, even though we got 1 HP, we'll run into every enemy, even if it's an enemy that explodes. You know, we'll Sack Dagger first and ask questions later. I think it's a very volatile way to live your life. It's led to a lot of preventable losses, and I think overconfidence using an orbital is the scourge of advanced level Isaac play. You know, there have been times in my Isaac career where I have truly believed if you gave me 1 spirit heart and a cube of meat, I could win you any run. That's just ignorant. You know, you need to get by with a little help from your friends. We have really pulled this one back, though. I mean, based on having unlimited power via the blank card Yera, but we've pulled this one back in a big way. Feels good, though. You know, I like a run. Oh, absolutely. I like a run where it's not just given to you. I mean, I like a run that's powerful, but when you have to find that power for yourself, that's the good part, you know? It's like, we've probably all had... By the way, I apologize that every single anecdote I have is related to school. I lead a very conventional and nerdy life outside of the fact that I have one of the strangest jobs in Earth's history, but... Well, I don't know. It's not that much different from being a radio DJ. I'm not trying to oversell it, you know? But... You know, probably all of the situations in school. You take an easy class, you get a great mark. Feels good. Doesn't feel bad. But, you ever take, like, a hard class, and all your friends are like, this class is really hard, and then you just smoke it? That's when it feels the best, dude. And that's what we... I mean, I'm kind of acting like this run is, like... the hardest run we've ever had, when that is quite clearly not the case. But still, you get what I mean? We have double charges. Yeah, okay, I got an idea. This is more like the easy class, really. The hard class was 3 episodes ago, or 4 episodes ago, when we had no damage. This one is like, hey, if you show up and you do your homework, you're gonna get an A. There are Isaac runs where it's like, you don't even need to show up. Just write the exam. She uses the same exam every year. Just make sure you got the order of the answers memorized. Alright, we're gonna lose Illuminated Bulb temporarily, but it should be fine. I will admit, damage is... or HP is a little bit below where I'd like, but... Dude, I'll take Ludo. That seems interesting here. I want this. I want this. We don't need to go to 8 luck. I think I would be totally fine pulling that. And we can't really see how our stats shake out yet. Now, did we... I feel like I'm losing it. We never became Guppy. This is just... Oh my god, it's the greatest synergy ever. You know what it is? Parasitoid Tears and incredibly high luck, maybe? So, like, when our tear is on top of an enemy, the enemy just turns into a spider fountain. It's incredible. Look at the spiders! I've never seen this before. Like I said, this is a really hard run. You had to work really, really hard to get to where we're at. But this is incredible. This is actually substantially better than Infestation 2 would be. Which is not something I say lightly. That's an item I'll go to bat for in every situation. But, dude, the amount of spiders being created here is hilarious. This is a dream run. Oh my god, now they're even better. 10 damage spiders. Place a bomb for no reason. It was meant to go there. Alright, we got a little bit of redemptive entertainment at the end of today's episode. That's what you like to see. Look at that. Lord of the Spiders. I love it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.